Holly always was an overachiever. Her high-powered corporate career was very important to her. Some would say it would be the thing that would define her most, and Holly would agree. Her position required her to live the high life for social contacts, but Holly never had the time for love. And truthfully, she liked it better that way. There was nobody to disappoint, and no one to be disappointed by her. Holly loved her life, but that was all about to change. It was early December when Holly's boss entered her office and explained to her that they are downsizing, and although she had plenty of years of service, her position was no longer needed. Holly had to pack her office and head back to her lonely apartment immediately. Due to her extravagant lifestyle, Holly was in some serious debt. Final notices and eviction letters piled up, and eventually she knew what she'd have to do. Holly called her mom, and her mom sent a plane ticket to fly back to her small hometown. Holly hadn't been back in years. She started to reminisce about her childhood town, about him. She wondered if Chris ever still thought about her. And with that, Holly was off, back to Winter Bay. Hello, AC Universe, and welcome to Canada Crossing. My name is Danny, and today we are on my island of Winter Bay. Well, 'tis the season. Almost. We are making a Christmas island here on Winter Bay. I've already started by just doing the entrance. As you can see, we'll walk through. And today we are going to work on a speed build for a skating rink, which is going to go right next to my entrance, right here, with a little coffee, hot cocoa stand behind it. So, why don't we get started on that speed build? So the first thing I wanted to do was place the ice rink, just because it was going to be the thing that was going to take up the most amount of room. And I wasn't sure how big I wanted it to be. I didn't need like a huge hockey arena rink. It's basically just in the town lore of Winter Bay. It's something that the town would put out for the holiday season for the residents to use this skating rink. So this ice path is actually only 2 pieces, so I made that checkerboard. It made it easier for me to see how to join the pieces. I don't know, in my head it made sense, and it was just easier instead of going back and forth or trying to figure it out. So I would go with one pattern, skip a spot, and then go with the second pattern and fill in the gaps. And I actually really like this pattern for something as simple as with only 2 pieces, and I think it really works well. I decided to go with the corral fencing around. It just is very, I don't know, homey and country. I mean, this is kind of a small town type vibe we're going with. It's basically your typical Hallmark Christmas movie town that they're all filmed in. And that's the vibe of the whole town is going to be. So this is just the first section we're doing. I have a lot of plans. I'm really excited to do this. And I know it is super early. By the time you see this, it won't even be Halloween yet. But I just wanted to get started. You know, planning out a town takes a lot. And I just wanted to make this town really special because Christmas does mean a lot to me. So hopefully you guys are going to enjoy this village. So now we're going to start the actual building. Simple panel buildings, fake buildings, whatever you want to call them, they're a little hit or miss with me. I never know how they're going to go. This one, I have to say, I'm pretty happy with. We are going to be doing like a whole, downtown strip of buildings eventually. So that's going to be a little bit more worrisome for me, but just doing one solo building, I can handle that for right now. And then I wanted some path. I really like the stone path. It does look repetitive when you're just looking at it, but when you fill out the whole area with items, you don't really notice the repetitive nature of it, right? So I think it's fine. So I'm gonna put these bookcases as kind of the actual building walls. And I decided to go with the dark wood. I think when you think of dark wood, it really, you know, thinks of, I don't know, maybe it's just be against the white snow. I was gonna say it makes me think of Christmas, but that's not really true. I don't know. It just looks good against the white snow, maybe the contrast. Now for the simple panel designs, I knew I wanted a brick and I wanted a reddish brown brick. So I did go on Pinterest and look some up, and this one I found and I loved it. It was perfect, it was exactly what I was looking for. I do even like the window pieces. After I did it, I realized I was going to have to make more because I made the building, I think, bigger than I was originally intending, which just happened when you're making buildings. So you'll notice a little thing, and then I kind of hopped to doing something else because I ran out of pieces. So I'm going to extend the cliff out to make the second story of the building. You'll notice I didn't really finish the back of this building. Like, sometimes you can frame them all up with the wood, with the bookcases, but I don't know what's going behind there yet. So I'm not going to do all that work, and then maybe I'm just going to end up having a cliff behind there anyway. So I'm going to wait and see what goes on behind here, and then if I need to finish off the back of the building because we're going to be behind there for other reasons, then I'll do that. But I'll worry about that. That's future Danny's problem. That's not today Danny's problem. So I decided to put some custom patterns down on the snow here, just in case. Once again, I don't know if you're going to be able to see it or not, but I just thought it was better than just seeing all the snow. And then I'm going to start building the second story. Again, this is all the same design. So we have these windows, just slightly different than the main level building windows. So I think that looks really cool. And then we're going to do the bookcases on every side again. It was around here when I realized that I did really like it. I have these stalls out front, and I thought, okay, this is actually going to work. And I wanted a wood-burning stove as kind of the chimney. And I thought I had one, but I did not. So I had to log on to my other Switch, go into my other island, and send myself one. So, I mean, that's the good thing about having two, that I can just exchange between the two. This was a happy accident. I knew I wanted the frozen arch. I didn't purposely leave the exact amount of space for it. I swear it was just happen. It was circumstance, and it worked out perfectly. But I thought, hey, that looks really good. So now I'm just filling up stuff around the cafe to make it look like an actual cafe that has coffee and cocoa, that kind of thing. This little stair or cliff, I don't know what you want to call it, pattern is really cool. I know they've been around for a while. I've never used one, but I thought it would look really good in this town, and I'm very glad I got it. Also, I'm quite happy that I happened to end up with the green streetlights because, I mean, any of them would have worked except for white. I find the white streetlights with all the snow just kind of, it's too much white going on. So, but the green, of course, is very Christmassy, so that was awesome. Now I'm just gonna put some tables where you can have your coffee and hot chocolate. I decided to go with the brown to match the building. I was back and forth between the brown and the green because the green would match the light posts, but I thought, no, the brown and the building, that's gonna look really nice, and I'm really happy I went with that. That's me realizing that I signed into the wrong game on my other Switch. I don't know how Mario Party, what I was going to send myself from Mario Party, but yeah, that was good times. I'm going to put some boots here because when people change into their skates, of course you leave your boots at the benches. I thought that was kind of a cool touch. Adding a little bit more Christmassy decorations. I put down this phone booth as well. I had a red, a green, and a white phone booth in my inventory, and I chose the white for some reason, but spoiler alert, you're gonna see me change that out, because that white does not match what we got going on. Now we're just going to add some holly bushes and flowers. I decided to go with the blue flowers here because my island is going to have mostly like red flowers, but a couple sections with blue because blue is winter. But I thought this was definitely more of a blue area. You know, I went with the blue kind of feel, like with all the ice sculptures. And then you'll see I put down a couple festive trees in the blue customization, so that's why I decided to go with blue here, because I figure I'm gonna have enough red everywhere else. But I love the holly bushes, they just are so Christmassy to me. Daisy May was really in my way this whole build, I have to say. She would not leave me alone. Okay, so we are back and speed build is complete. Let's go have a look and see what we did. So this is the coffee shop, cafe, little building I wanted to make. I think I like it. I was a little concerned at first, but I think it turned out okay. I do like that red brick pattern. If you're looking for any of the custom codes I'm using, please check the description. They will all be there. And just some simple tables out front, and of course some Christmas decorations wherever I could put it. And then the actual ice skating rink. It's a very simple repeating pattern, but what I like about it is it looks like, it's not meant to look as a natural lake, right? So this is a manufactured ice skating rink that the town would have put together just for the holiday season. So I think that's what I like about it. It looks man-made, which is what I like. And it only takes up 2 design slots. And it looks like ice, so I'm quite happy with that design code. And just a simple entrance off to the beach. The beaches, as you can see for right now, I just put a snow path pattern all over it. I don't know what I'm gonna do, probably just maybe throw a couple flowers here and there, but I mean, it's winter, so I'm not really gonna necessarily decorate the beaches. And then on this side, of course, we're gonna put your skates on and leave your boots behind and whatnot. And then these little step patterns, so it almost looks like a step down. I think that looks really cool. And there's Eric. And again, yeah, so let me know what you think. Let me know if you think I'm crazy for starting Christmas already. That's fine, I'll take that. I do love Christmas, it's probably my favorite time of the year. I'm a December baby, maybe that's why, I'm not sure. But anyway, I hope you had some fun and enjoyed the video. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.